A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. There is a lot of Indian cricket team action happening at this stage, and all the attention is at the MCG because the second unofficial test between India A and Australia A has just happening at this point in time, and all the attention is on KL Rahul. KL Rahul and Dhruv Jurel decided to go early to Australia in order to acclimatize and get some game time. Now, KL Rahul and Dhruv Jurel are both featuring in that India A versus Australia A encounter. And guess what? Unfortunately, the failures have mounted and the pressure is now mounted even for KL Rahul because he's fallen for 4 runs. Abhimanyu Easwaran, who's touted to be one of the openers for the BGT, has also failed. The only silver lining in the entire thing is Dhruv Jurel. Dhruv Jurel managed to score a gutsy 80 out of the 161 that India A have managed on day 1 of the unofficial test. This is a big silver lining. Now you are caught in a conundrum because KL Rahul may get only one more innings to prosper. But even if he has a middling score, will he feature in the first test of the Allah Ghazanfar Trophy? Because now your lower middle order, especially the number 5 or the number 6 position, whichever is interchangeable, does not give you that much of confidence between Sarfaraz Khan and KL Rahul. Both are struggling at this point in time, and this is not good news. So that brings to the question, can Dhruv Jurel play only as a batter? That might be an option to be explored because if you look at it, maybe if Rohit Sharma is not there in the first test, Abhimanyu Easwaran, then he'll come in. Then Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli are even number 3, number 4. Does it make sense to have a Dhruv Jurel at number 5 because he's in good form? Quite possibly. So with Jurel's performance of 80 against Australia A on a tough wicket at the MCG, he has put his name in the hat now. So KL Rahul's failure and Sarfaraz Khan's struggles mean that Dhruv Jurel can feature in the BGT primarily as a batter alone. So let's see how the rest of the test progresses, the unofficial test. But there are problems for the Indian side. Even when you look at the depth in the side, all are not firing at this stage. There is great news for the West Indies cricket team because West Indies have managed to win an ODI series against England yet again. They won this third and final ODI by a comfortable margin thanks to centuries from K.C. Carty and Brandon King. Brandon King is registered in the IPL auction, by the way, but K.C. Carty is not. So Brandon King's fielding also ensured that there was a big moment, and this match had plenty of controversies when you look at it. Alzarri Joseph arguing against his captain, storming off the field. There were only 10 people. Sharfain Rutherford conceding 57 runs in 3 overs. That was how vital this was. England managed to put up a good score, but West Indies chased it better. In the Indian domestic setup, one more huge call has been made when you look at Shreyas Iyer. Shreyas Iyer is currently tearing apart the Odisha bowlers in the Ranji Trophy encounter that's currently happening at the Bandra Kurla Complex ground. His double century has ensured that Mumbai are in a brilliant position. And by the end of the day, potentially you could see another big score from Shreyas Iyer because he could aim for something in excess of 300. Maybe. So Shreyas Iyer's double 100 combined with Siddesh Lad's century. Remember, Mumbai have been captained by Ajinkya Rahane. They have made a strong statement. Shreyas Iyer in particular has made a strong statement, but he has to continue his form. Because remember, the diktat was directed at players who used to take the shortcut. Iyer not retained by Kolkata Knight Riders, now that might prove to be the ultimate fire that is motivating him at this stage. So Shreyas Iyer, a brilliant aggressive double century at the BKC, but one has to take it into account that it came against an Odisha bowling lineup, not someone that will set the stage on fire. 120 for 2 in a pursuit of 244. Afghanistan versus Bangladesh. Bangladesh were cruising. But then 8 wickets for just under 25 runs have ensured that Afghanistan have taken a 1-0 lead in the 3-match ODI series against Bangladesh. Now, Afghanistan played this in Sharjah and it was Allah Ghazanfar who took 6 wickets. At the age of 19 years, Allah Ghazanfar has taken a 6-wicket haul, and Bangladesh's spectacular collapse means they head into the next few months with low confidence whatsoever, because this is touted as the build-up for the Champions Trophy and Afghanistan look to be serious contenders at this stage. There is great news for Aryna Sabalenka when you have to look at the WTA, because it is the year ending and she is all set to retain and end the year as the #1 rank. It's happened to her for the very first time in her career, and that is why this is a great moment indeed for Aryna Sabalenka when you look at her tennis career. Remember this iconic, if you look at it, breakdancer who had set the stage on fire for all the wrong reasons, Ray Gunn or Rachel Gunn, who's in the Olympics in the breakdancing event. She's decided to announce her retirement from the sport because of all the backlash that she received and because of the way how she performed in the Olympics. She said that the pressures, the backlashes, she could just not maintain it, she could just not keep her mental stability, and that is why she decided to retire from the sport altogether. On the other hand, in the Chennai Masters that's happening in chess, Arjun Erigaisi has started off very well. One win against Vidit Gujrathi and now a draw in the second game has ensured that when he won against Vidit Gujrathi, he went back to 2800 live ELO. But he has to wait until November. If he wins the Chennai Masters, it is going to be a huge accomplishment, and that too, it will put him in a good street for the candidates, because this has about close to 20 FIDE points. And if you get that in the FIDE circuit, if you top the FIDE circuit, Arjun can very well go on and challenge in the candidates as well. But the field is incredibly strong. There is Maxim Bashir-Lagrave, there is Levon Aronian, plus there is Param Maksudlu also, who's a very, very good competitor. So Arjun will have to really do well to ensure that he wins the Chennai tournament, gets to 2800 ELO in the published ratings, and put himself in top position for the candidates. So this is what is happening, but we'll be back with more videos on Sports Today, because there is a very interesting, if we have to look at it, this letter that Greg Chappell has written to Prithvi Shaw is really interesting in a lot more ways. He's told him how to bounce back from a setback. We'll be doing a special video on that. Plus, we'll be bringing you the latest on what's happened in the India A versus Australia A. At the end of the day, we are just about reaching stumps in the next 1 hour. We'll be back with all those updates. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.